Hey guys, what's going on? Shorty SX here, and today I'm bringing you QuickScoping Tips Episode 7. Now in this episode, I'm going to be talking about hit markers, how to get fewer of them, what they are, how to improve in that area, because a lot of you guys were asking for that in the last video, so here it is. I thought it'd be a great topic. Now the gameplay you're watching is a 30 for 5 on Gulch. Gulch, of course, being one of the new maps that just came out for the PS3. Those of you on Xbox, Anyway, it's a pretty good gameplay actually. I kind of liked it, especially because it took me a while to get used to the new maps, and it's not so much because I don't really know them or because I'm not used to the spawns yet. It's mostly let me not complain and just put it this way. I've had my share of running into portable radars, what do you call them, heartbeat sensors, and everything along those lines because wow, when people don't know maps, they play in a really sad way. But anyway, so today we're talking about hit markers, not about how gay people play. So anyway, gay people. All right, that's what I meant. Doesn't matter. So how to get fewer hit markers? The thing I want to start with is what a hit marker is, because I know it seems like an obvious answer, but let's go over it anyway. Now, a lot of people seem to forget the fact that in Call of Duty, especially Modern Warfare 3, a sniper is not meant to kill you in one shot wherever it hits. Now, I know, quickscoping does take a while, and that's mostly why you guys probably watch my videos, but the idea is not if you get one shot on your target, it's meant to kill them. No, it's actually meant to be one shot in the chest or head only. So this means if you shoot your target in the arm, leg, elbow, foot, even the side of the shoulder or the side of the body, it's not going to kill them. It's a hit marker. And that's what's supposed to happen. I mean, of course, you don't want the sniper to be overpowered. Like, Counter-Strike back in the day had the Op, which was pretty much exactly that. One shot anywhere. And people could not stop complaining about it. Now, that's of course why I also think sniping in Call of Duty is way underpowered, but that's besides the point. The point is, you are aiming to shoot someone in the face or head if you want it to be a one-shot kill. Otherwise, it's only natural you get a hit marker. So, with that in mind, of course, all of you are thinking, well, sure, I can of course hit, my target in the chest when they're standing still and all that. It's not that hard, which is true. And the real challenge comes when your target is moving, which of course means in real life situations all the time. So my best tip for how to actually get fewer hit markers or how to, just do better in this general area is the following. Always aim higher and more in front of your target than you probably are right now, especially if you're getting lots of hit markers. Now the reasoning behind this is very simple. The reason you want to aim a little bit more in front of your target is because if you've watched my quickscoping tutorial, you already know this, but a very important part of quickscoping is actually leading your target a little bit, because it takes you a while to pull your scope up and everything. So with that in mind, the problem you get into is that if you are getting hit markers, it's most often because you're shooting a tiny little bit behind your target. So like if they're running from left to right, you want to shoot a little bit more to the right, therefore, actually hit them in the chest. I rarely see anybody, including myself, get a hit marker if you shoot too far in front of the enemy. On the other side, if you shoot behind them, you usually do get a hit marker. Now, the other very important thing, like I said, is keep your aim up. And you'll notice this with pretty much any, like, let's say, MLG or professional or anyone who really competes in any type of first-person shooter, whether it's on, consoles or PC, it doesn't really matter. Because they will always kind of walk around and aim with their aim already centered at either chest or head level. And the reason for this is not because, they're bad at aiming and because they can't aim, swing their gun from one side to the other. It's simply because it gives them a much better and easier shot. And the whole idea, especially with quickscoping, is that those panic shots when someone pops up in front of you with like an Ep.7 or a PP90 and just starts spraying, and you have to fire off a shot really quickly. Now, in those situations, if you're aiming at the ground, the most likely scenario, especially if you're not that great at it, is you will end up shooting the person in the leg or something, and it will be a hit marker. Therefore, if you're always aiming at chest or higher, in terms of, vertical level-wise, you'll do way better. Okay, now the other, of course, important thing is to realize that as much as we hate to admit it, the game is not biased against you, The game can't actually discriminate against us. Like, it doesn't go like, oh, look, shorty, let's give him some hit markers, mwah! No, thankfully, it doesn't work like that. The only thing that distinguishes you from any other player is your connection. And a lot of people kind of, don't put enough emphasis on how great your connection should be. Like, for example, you shouldn't be caring about how fast you can download. Don't go to speed test. Go to something like ping test and check how responsive your connection is. Now, if you have a very responsive connection and you've set everything up properly, then you're probably dealing with everything just fine, and you can, like, if you shoot someone in the chest, they will die. The only time when you can actually hit someone, like let's say you think you shot him in the chest, but then they didn't die, is when your connection is just not responsive. And there's really no way around that aside of just to go online, learn about how to fix your connection, and do that. But basically, if you're dealing with lag, it's even worse, and it's really not the game failing, it's just your connection not being able to keep up with what needs to happen in the game. Anyway, I hope these couple of tips helped you guys, and remember, just aim more in front and higher to get fewer hit markers if you're having trouble. Anyway, ShortySX, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.